Good morning and welcome to MorningCraft. Today we finish off our cathedral with some awesome gardens. Good morning, grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's begin. So the cathedral looks pretty good in the night time nowadays, but there is a little bit of something hidden in the shadows that needs addressing. All the area around the cathedral doesn't really look great, and in real life it's got some lovely gardens. Now I can't exactly copy the real life version because we've got this massive river here, but I do make something that I think looks pretty good. I also learned to do pixelation on videos so you wouldn't see it at the start, which is an interesting skill to have. So let's get to work on the gardens. So I had to start by taking down our tree farm, but if you've made it this far into the video, I want to know what your favourite flower is in the game. And after taking down a bunch of trees, I then had to take down our lumberjack hut. And this tree farm is probably one of our oldest builds in the game right now. I built this tree farm in episode 29 of MorningCraft, and I was still pretty new to making videos at that point, so I wouldn't recommend going back and watching it. But now, this should be the episode 131, so we're about 101 episodes on from that time, so it's sad to see it go, but I got to work on these beautiful gardens in its place. I started off by levelling out certain sections and then building up other sections to produce a beautiful multi-level garden. Now I'm going to have a fountain that goes between multiple levels, and I'm going to have a few steps, and I'm hoping to put in a bunch of trees.
As the storm raged on for the 6th day, the rest of Olaf's forces had arrived. Olaf refused an audience with Murphy, but demanded each of his highest-ranking knights be given a home in Octonaria. Murphy and his troops were not allowed into the siege camp of the Olufians, and so had to take refuge from the rain underneath the trees. A large troop presence was seen to be guarding the caves behind Octonaria, a strange choice for a location with no tactical benefit. Many of the civilians living in Octonaria were spotted being led to the caves during the night, but did not return home in the morning.
Like, subscribe, and share to give your friends a great start to their day. So you can really see the tiers taking shape on the left-hand side of the garden. And I had to extend the river a little bit, and I also built this awesome outcropping of dirt, which is going to have something a little bit special on the end of it. I hope you're having an awesome morning. I've actually recently just fixed my sleep schedule, so I've been having quite a few of those recently. And here you can see all the landscaping is done. So we've reached a section of the video where we go over a few comments from the last episode. So we got a comment here from Sleepiest Panda, who seems pretty pleased with the shader preset, and seems pretty worried about the story. And then we got a comment here from the Desolator, who says the end rod lighting is nice, which I'm glad you agree with. And he also says it's nice to see a rainbow, which I definitely agree with, and I'd like to make those a bit more common, if anyone knows how to change those in the settings. But at this point, watching back the video, it's really nice to see how far the cathedral has come. It started off with an idea of replicating a building I've seen in real life, and now, with these trees, this garden is looking pretty nice. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video to hear our daily quote. So here you can see the outcropping on which we're going to put something pretty cool, and we got some lens flare there. It's like a Michael Bay movie. But I put in a bunch of flowers, and I put in a different colour for each tier. I've got roses and poppies on the bottom section, leading all the way up to daisies and tulips on the top, which gives us a nice colour gradient as we go up in the tiers. And now it was time to work on the lower garden. And this is a more sort of typical garden you'd expect to see. We've got some flower beds with hedges around them. I'm quite pleased with this one, and I really like the stairs as well. But I want to know what you think of the gardens. Do you like these? Do you think we should change the flowers out? Let me know in the comments down below. So I did a little bit of cleaning up. I built the final piece on the edge of the sort of mound there, and I also changed the bridge that leads into the gardens. And here you can see the tree that I put there on the edge of the outcrop, the slightly lower, less obtrusive bridge, and then the beautiful cathedral framed by its new gardens. And at this point, I'm happy to say that this build is finished, it's done, it looks pretty good. And it really, really adds to the whole town, it really makes it a city. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've had a good morning, and if it's not morning where you are, you can save that for tomorrow. But I hope you make today the very best it can be, and in the next episode, we're going to build an armory on the edge of our walls. So I hope to see you next time on MorningCraft, and just a reminder to stick around to the end of the video for the daily quote.